Off
thing.
of Davis
You know, if you put your foot there
Oh,
for the
yeah.
guitar.
Yeah.
intersection
Yeah, that one-
with
I like
Colby
that
Road
better,
and the
but-
Parkway.
Is that how you learn
If you turn
classical?
right, you're at
No,
that stage.
I just like I learned.
Just before you
I started playing
cross
electric
the
guitar,
river,
actually.
the
I mean, you play classical music?
Ours is
Yeah, I
one
do
last
now,
left
but
Wow.
it took me like
before
a
you
while to
cross
get
the
there,
river.
to get to want to do that anyway.
So kind of across the street.
That's
from
pretty
Mount
neat.
Oaks.
Okay, yeah, so that's pretty much close, very
Yeah,
close. Yeah, so since then it got really hard to get, so I don't think I've ever been to that.
yeah. It's a long drive. I mean, I go like every other month. Once. It's a schlep up there, and then if you stay till the end, it's a schlep back in the dark. And I've performed, which I usually have, sort of worn out. It's the last thing I feel like doing is driving for 45 minutes.
It takes a long time.
It is,
Like,
yeah.
like to come here.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, when there's not much traffic, it's maybe 40 minutes. But if there's traffic,
Yeah, but I remember going to the folk club because I went to here after. It was so much fun, and I guess now it's just, I'm glad it's evolving.
it's crazy. The last few times I've been here, so they start the sign-ups maybe at 6-ish. And I've learned the hard way that I have to get there pretty close to 6 to find a space on the sign-up board. And I got there at 6:05 last time I went, and there was one space left on the sign-up board.
And is it
There's a good way to start.
parking lot too?
Oh yeah, there's plenty of parking, but in terms of signing up to perform. Yeah. Oh, looks like we're getting. Sorry, Al.
Just
Okay, welcome everybody. Normally I would say I'm your host, but I'm not your host tonight. I'm just giving the barn to Jen to use. Hey, how's that lasagna, huh? How about that? Bob outdid himself. Bob, stand up back there. Take a bow. That was. He's way in the back. He's hiding. He's not acknowledging this. Good job on the food. Thank you, and thanks for everyone for bringing something to share. Those that brought something. The table is full as usual. I'm always amazed at how it's like fishes and loaves, right? It's nice. The table gets full and everybody gets a little treat. Okay, I'm Al. If you haven't met me before, this is my barn, and we hold house concerts here once a month. If you like this, come back to a house concert. I have Rupert Waits coming on October 12th, and you can go to artsbarnmusic.org and look at the events that are coming up and make reservations there to come if you'd like to come back. I'd like to see your smiling faces again. Okay, a couple of housekeeping things. If you haven't found it already, there's a bathroom right over to my right. And if you go down, if that one's full, you can go downstairs, and on the same side of the barn, in a little short hallway, and turn right. There's another half bath down there that you can use as well. And as I mentioned before, there's drinks in the fridge. There's trash in the corner, and if you could put your glasses, and if you used a real plate, if you could put your plates and glasses in the bus trays in the corner, that would help me out a lot, because I'm the chief cook and bottle washer too. So, except for tonight, I didn't do. Yeah, Bob did the cooking tonight. Yeah, have to say that again. Okay. Without further ado, I'm going to turn this over to Jen because this is her show. This is the second ever Folk Club Song Circle. Here you go, Jen.
Thank you, Al. And thank you to Mersha, Al's wife, as well, to both of you for opening up your beautiful home in this venue. It's so nice for the community and for we singer-songwriters to go a little more in depth. These are people, we like to feature people here who are members of the Reston Herndon Folk Club. So this is kind of an extension in this beautiful Arts Barn venue. Thank you for being here. And thank you to my guest stars, Joe Kane and Bill Stayskull and Isabella Perlman. And I'll introduce them more when it's their turn. We're going to start with, we're going to kick off the show, as I want to do every time, with this Kate Wolf opener that well describes what these song circles are meant to be. So please sing along, you'll know it. You know it already, right? Here we go. Kind friends all gathered round. There's something I would say. What brings us together here has blessed us all today. Love has made a circle that holds us all inside. Where strangers are as family and loneliness can't hide. You must give yourself to love if love is what you're after. Open up your hearts to the tears and laughter and give yourself to love. Give yourself to love. Nice.
I've walked these mountains in the rain. I've learned to love the wind. Been up before the sunrise to watch the day begin. I always knew I'd find you, but I never knew just how. Like sunshine on a cloudy day, you stand before me now. So give yourself to love.
Sing along.
Love is what you're after. Open up your hearts to tears and laughter. Give yourself to love. Give yourself to love.
Love is born in fire, planted like a seed. Love can't give you everything, but gives you what you need. Love comes when you're ready. It comes when you're free. It'll be your greatest teacher, best friend you ever need. So
Give yourself to love. Love is what you're after. Open up your hearts to the tears and laughter. Give yourself to love. Give yourself to love. Give yourself to love. Give yourself to love.
Thank you. And you'll, Joe Kane will remain a mystery until it's his turn to sing. He didn't get a verse. We ran out. I'm going to start with this first song. All my songs tonight are originals, and all except one will be on a new album that I'm doing. And engineer and instrumentalist Gary Jaffe is helping me. He's here tonight, so this is special. We get to hear these songs again. You're really sick of them, aren't you? That should be coming out sometime early next year, I would guess. This is one, this is actually my newest song, and it's inspired by my daughter, my only girl among 4 children. And she's having her own baby here first in 1 week. And this is called I Got You. It's for Lindsay. I wait for her, arms open wide. My little girl, top of the slide. You can let go now. But she looks alarmed. Then down she flies into my arms. I got you, love. No need to fear. I will always be right here. When you are scared or feeling weak, you can count on me. Some kids at school were being mean. She did not want to make a scene. So we practiced some things that she could try. Then off that girl went with her head held high. I got you, love, no need to fear. I will always be right here. When you are scared or feeling weak, you can count on me. My phone rings at 2 a.m. Through tears, my daughter's voice again. This time he's left her, now they are through. I simply say I'm here for you. Through all the years, the tears and trials, she has let me take her hand. For worse or better, across the miles, this love endures to never end. Older now, I live alone. She comes to visit me back home. My step is slow, she sees my fear. She takes my hand, says I'm right here. I got you, Mom, no need to fear. I will always be right here. When you are scared or feeling weak, you can lean on me. You can lean on me. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Okay, Joe, we get to hear your voice finally. Beautiful. This is Joe Kane. He started playing guitar at around 11 years old, which I don't think was that long ago, was it? Let's say, just kidding. That was a compliment. I said he brought the average age down on stage by about 20 years. He likes all kinds of music, but says folk and classical are his favorites. Along with being a talented musician, Joe works as a chef and has been in the restaurant industry for a decade. When he's not working or playing guitar, he enjoys spending time with his family, his fiance, and his 2 cats. This is Joe Kane.
Hey everybody, I'm Joe, and yeah, she basically just said everything about me. Tonight I'm probably not going to play covers. Usually I play covers at open mics and stuff, but I guess I'm just going to play some originals tonight. And so this first song is, I'm not going to sing it for this first song, but this is just kind of based off this song called Moonlight Sonata that I've been playing like a version of because it's for piano. But it's more of, I'm influenced a lot by John Fahey and like Leo Kottke and stuff, so it's just kind of a mix of the two, I guess. So classical and that. I don't have a name for it.
Amazing. Can you play guitar for me? I'll just sing tonight. That's amazing. Next, we have Bill Stayskull. In addition to playing and singing in song circles, open mics at church and other places around town, Bill has a day job as a forensic psychologist. Yet, he still makes time to sing and collaborate with others. He says making music has grown into one of his passions, and I quote, "It is my therapy and one of my favorite ways of connecting with others." Couldn't agree more. This is Bill Stayskull.
Thank you. I'm going to do mostly original songs tonight. If they need an explanation, I'll try to do that beforehand. This is actually the first song I ever wrote. She never promised she would, but I believe that she'd stay. I never gave her no reason for to wander away. I thought that she'd never lie, but then she started to roam. Pretty soon I was spending all my evenings alone. Her Instagram was full of pictures, but none of them was me. Just her cat, her sister, food and such, and my old friend Eugene. She never said that she'd leave, but now I'm sleeping alone, wondering when she'll be back and how I got this so wrong. She never said she was mine, but I thought she'd be true. Now I think she just played me for some kind of fool. She never seemed unhappy, except a time or two when she made some random comments about some of the things I do. She said it bothered her some how I worked off and on, spending all my time drinking, watching Fox News and porn. She said that I hardly tried
What a catch.
to do right like I should. I never got partial credit, agreeing that I'm no good. Her cat gave little comfort after she bid me adieu. Her sister won't return my calls, and Jean's been ghosting me too. Don't know why she would go when she had it so good. Now I feel disregarded and so misunderstood. She never promised she would, but I believe that she'd stay. I can't get on well without her and her good take-home pay. Can't get on well without her and her good take-home pay.
All right.
Thank you.
I'm assuming that's not autobiographical. What? I'm assuming that's not autobiographical. You're too nice a
just no
guy. Our next performer is Isabella Perlman. I've known Izza a long time. We call her Izza. Many of you have likely heard or seen her Izza playing her varied tunes at coffee houses, open mics, including the virtual Folk Club open mic on Mondays, and many other venues over the years. Izza is a singer-songwriter who performs her original tunes along with interesting covers and beautiful songs inspired by her world travels. This is Isabella.
Yeah, I'm going to start off with a song that I wrote to lyrics from my brother. I sometimes co-write with him because he likes to write lyrics and poetry and whatnot. So this is a song of comparing love to a river. Down from the land of 10,000 lakes, kissing the banks of 10 big states, roll mighty river like a love I know, swollen through the valley below, shimmering gold on shining blue, like this love makes one of two. Drink the Missouri and the Ohio, take it to the Gulf of Mexico. Oh, love is like a river, making its road by traveling. Love is like a river, making its road by traveling. By the Mississippi runs without rest, the beating heart between east and west. River between my love and me is hot as a Cajun fricassee. Catch a catfish, make him smile. Dive in the river, love a while. Float back on the moonrise tide, curled up crispy and deep that ride. Oh, love is like a river, making its road by traveling. Love is like a river, making its road by traveling. Give me a love that rocks my soul deep as the bosom of this river's rolling. I'll answer you. Give me a love that rides so strong, sure as the love an old time song, and I'll sing for you. Where a loving woman called Louisiana stands bank to bank, face a Mississippi man, joined across the river hand in hand, strong like a 6-lane steel bridge span. Oh, love is like a river, making its road by traveling. Love is like a river, making its road by traveling. Give me a love that rocks my soul deep as the bosom of this river's rolling. I'll answer you. Give me a love that rides so strong, sure as an old time song, and I'll sing for you. Love is like a river, making its road by traveling. Love is like a river, making its road by traveling. Love is like a river, making its road by traveling.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So good to hear you again. We've got to do this more
Well,
often.
it's wonderful to be here. It's the first time I've been to this barn, and I know I've seen over I guess YouTube or whatever. I've seen music from here, but yeah, so I'm really excited.
Yes.
Yes, I know. Here, it's so beautiful. It's yeah.
Well, Bill said that was the first song you wrote?
I love that
Yeah.
chandelier.
Okay, this is the second song I ever wrote. And that was a lot longer ago than his first song, because there was no such thing as Instagram. I think there was barely there were no iPhones. This is really old. And it's written when I had 3 kids under the age of 4. It was really hectic back then, needless to say, but I had a daily dose of calm every morning at 10 a.m. that brought me back around. I'm not sure what I would have done without him. This is for Mr. Rogers. By the way, you guys, my songs are really, really simple. So if you want to play along, feel free. There's a time in the morning when the cartoons are done and there's nothing left but public TV. So we switch it over, and there is someone who I swear must be talking to me. Says, good morning, how are you, neighbor? It's a beautiful day where you are. Then he pleadingly asks, won't you be mine? I think yes, though it's just from afar. And I think I'm in love with Mr. Rogers. His sweet voice so gentle and kind. Wearing sweaters that were knit by his mother. Mr. Rogers, you're good for my mind. This is the dream sequence. I turn from his warm looks, and to my relief, my kids are still there on the floor. But then I hear trolley hail the land of make-believe, and I know that I must get on board. When we get there, I imagine I'm rested, and my mind is completely unblown. And my fingernails are long, and my willpower is strong, and my time is truly my own. Well, good morning, how are you, neighbor? It's a beautiful day where you are. With patience and calm understanding, you can make your life better by far. I'm back in the real world, and my hair's still a mess, and the toys are still strewn o'er the floor. But my heart is revived, and my head is restored from the peace I found with him once more. Sing it with me, you know you want to. I think I'm in love with Mr. Rogers. His sweet voice so gentle and kind, wearing sweaters that were knit by his mother. For heaven's sakes, Mr. Rogers, you're good for my mind. Yeah. Thank you. So, I just want to say the reason these CDs are here is that old song is on that old CD, and if you kick in $1 or $2, I'll give it to the full club anyway. But I want you to know, Ron in particular, that I slipped a new photo in front of the old one. So I know, right? So it's worth the $2 just to pull out that slip and look at the worst 90s hairstyle you have ever seen in your life. And that's why it's covered. And yes, I am that vain. Anyway, that's the Bugleweed was a trio, songwriting trio I was in for quite a while. And there's a CD there if you want it. All right. That's me. Hi, Joe.
Hi.
Thank you for waiting so patiently. Can you see?
Yeah, I think I can see. If I can read my handwriting.
Move it where? Try to read it.
I wrote this song about
Thanks. Yeah.
kind of like addiction and suicide. It's like affected family members and friends of mine. So.
That
Okay, Bill,
It's beautiful.
you're up.
All right. This summer I went to Swannanoa, which is guitar camp, for those of you who don't know, and performance camp. And at the timing of my trip there was just after 2 Saturdays playing 3 hours at the farmer's market. And so the question that I came to the performance class with Lori McAllister was, how do I sing 33 songs and not have it just become perfunctory, right? And so she spent a lot of time during the week talking about the importance of connecting emotionally to your songs. And by the end of the week, they had a new problem to pose for her, which is that when I play an autobiographical song, how do I keep from crying in the middle of this if I've succeeded in connecting emotionally? This is called Willing Heart. He'd watch her from across the room, the way she laughed and the way she moved, imagining her in his arms. But he never thought she was in his stars. One day he turned and she was there. Did he have a little time to spare? She hated eating lunch alone. If it wasn't inconvenient, could he come along? Oh, you never know what you find. No, you never know what a willing heart has in mind. You can never know what's in store. But if you're open to love, it may be waiting right outside your door. Old enough to know that life's not fair. To some they seemed an unlikely pair, but they're closest friends and family. Thought the match was pure serendipity. Though life had sanded down their dreams, they hitched his wagon to her team. For years they traveled down that road, through the dark and the light, the heat and cold. Oh, you never know what you find. No, you never know what a willing heart has in mind. You can never know what's in store. But if you're open to love, it may be waiting right outside your door. They hardly ever lost their way, and disappointment's bitter taste can fade. The kids would sometimes roll their eyes when they kissed or when he'd squeeze her thigh. She slipped away one night without a sound. Now he spends some days in the lost and found. But they chat most nights till he falls asleep. Then their stars come out in the night so deep. You can never know what you find. No, you never know what a willing heart has in mind. You can never know what's in store. But if you're open to love, it may be waiting right outside your door.
Yes, if you're open to love, it may be waiting right outside your door.
Okay, for my next song, I was lucky enough to go see the Great Barrier Reef off of Australia a long, long time ago. And this song basically was written much later, but it's about the threats to the coral reefs after hearing about them. Deep water lace on purple slopes, jewel-encrusted spires. Blue-green pillared passageways arc to the sea out yonder. The lionfish, the giant clam, the prickly red sea cucumber. Pilgrims who wander the sacred wall under the wide and rolling ocean. Sea changes, a million moons to count the tides. 4 fathom 5 the corals lie. Those are the pearls that are their eyes. Centuries of rearranging, they built around the dangers a monument to life. Sea changes as the fateful foghorn blows, the keel of progress plows on. When glaciers melt and coastlines heave, the ancient seawall tremble. For it is written on each stone, should this wall begin to crumble, the rest will tumble. The chain of life born in the wide and rolling ocean. Sea changes, a million moons to count the tides. 4 fathom 5 the corals lie. Those are the pearls that are their eyes. Through centuries of rearranging, they built around the dangers a monument to life. Sea changes. Sea changes, a million moons to count the tides. 4 fathom 5 the corals lie. Those are the pearls that are their eyes. If centuries of rearranging cannot disarm the dangers, how will the earth survive? Sea changes, sea changes, sea changes.
Thank you, Izzy. This is a newish song I'm going to do now, which is also a collaboration with my friend John Cantrell, who wrote the tune. We've written several songs together. This one is about the importance of nurturing friendships, like a seed, and being intentional about it, because it feels bad to lose a friend, especially out of neglect, and especially someone you've been close to. So this is called When All Is Said and Done. And it's a lot better guitar when he's playing it. I just want to stay tuned for the recorded version. We do it as a duet. In the spaces we can find, in the corners of our lives, we will plant there a seed that'll give us what we need. I need you to take my hand, time to learn and space to plan, and the love that we sow there into our lives will grow. We will keep it safe from harm, show it mercy, keep it warm, for the love that we sow there into our lives will grow. Show me, touch me, hold me, save me. Tell me everything's alright. Show me, touch me, hold me, save me. We'll see the light, we'll find our sun when all is said and done. When all is said and done. As the sun's rays extend toward each other, we will bend. From the solitude of night, we will grow into the light. As the seasons rearrange, we will weather storms of change. So don't curse the sky, what is destined cannot die. Like the song in my soul, I need you to make me whole. So don't curse the sky, what is destined cannot die. Show me, touch me, hold me, save me. Tell me you're alright. Show me, touch me, hold me, save me. We'll see the light, we'll find our sun when all is said and done. When all is said and done. When all is said and done.
Thank you. My #1 fan.
Thank you so much.
Sorry about that.
Oh, that's okay. I didn't do nothing.
This is another song where I don't sing at all.
While Joe is tuning, I'll just quietly say that after this round, we'll take a little intermission.
care. I'm what Garrison Keillor. Remember him? What Garrison Keillor used to refer to as a godless Unitarian. And Unitarians, at least our congregation in Manassas, is all about coffee and fundraising. We have an auction every year where we auction off dinners and events that we're going to be hosting and so forth. And I decided for the first time, audaciously, to auction off a custom song to somebody. And he bid $12, and and part of the package was going out to lunch with him to kind of get his thoughts, get to know him a bit, so I could get a sense of what sort of song to make sense. And it went well, and he, you know, he's a very pleasant guy, kind of a sad sack. And the gist of what he told me over lunch was that he feels like he's an insufficiently devout Buddhist, which is kind of an oxymoron. And he, you know, keeps losing his way and losing his focus, and he doesn't have a consistent practice. And so he wanted a song that would help him focus. I do. I had to play it for him, make a recording of it for him. He's supposed to ask me to play it in public someplace, but he did give me permission to play it. I'll give you his name and phone number afterwards. And whenever I play this song anymore, stay where you are, guys, but I hear Ron Goad and John Wernz accompanying me on percussion and bass on the chorus of this song. When we get to it, you'll understand, I think. I know I've done this all before, good intentions out the door, caught up short in the day-to-day, losing my way. I'm back at square one. I overthink the simple stuff, can't tell when enough's enough. I'll find a way to make this more complicated than it is. Hard as I try, I managed to lose the path right in front of me. Wandering pilgrim, devoted but preoccupied. Whenever I find or come even close to a moment of serenity, blink of an eye, my busy monkey brain chimes in. Gotta let go of my illusions of control. Live in the moment, this moment, and be here now. Stuck in old familiar thoughts, I'm not improving fast enough. Is there a pathway that can carry someone like me? If only I could find release, do my time and get released. Find some space, let myself breathe. Get back to square one. Hard as I try, I managed to lose the path right in front of me. Wandering pilgrim, devoted but preoccupied. Whenever I find or come even close to a moment of serenity, blink of an eye, my trusty monkey brain chimes in. Gotta let go
of my illusion of control. Live in the moment, this moment, and be here now. Gotta let go of my illusions of control. Live in the moment, this moment, and be here now.
Good job.
What?
What?
Thank you.
Was he impressed by it? Did he like it?
Oh, he loved it. He
Oh,
loved
good.
it. Yeah, and so did his
He
wife.
should.
She said it was perfect for him.
My next song, this is actually going to be a Brazilian song by Jobim, because I do those a lot. Gingy. Sky so vast as the sky with faraway clouds just wandering by. Where do they go? Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Wind that speaks to the leaves, telling stories that no one believes. Stories of love belong to you and to me. Oh, Genji, if I only had words, I would say all the beautiful things that I see when you're with me. Oh, my Genji. Oh, Genji, like the song of the wind in the trees, that's how my heart is singing, Genji. Happy Genji, when you're with me. I love you more each day, yes I do, yes I do. I'd let you go away if you take me with you. Don't you know, Genji, I'd be running and searching for you like a river that can't find the sea. That would be me without you, Genji. Ah, Genji, se soubesse que eu te quero, como não seria, Genji, tudo, Genji, lindo, Genji. Ah, Genji, se um dia você for embora, me leva contigo, Genji, fica, Genji, olha, Genji. As águas desse rio, onde vou, eu não sei. É minha vida inteira, esperei, esperei. Don't you know, Genji, I'd be running and searching for you like a river that can't find the sea. That would be me without you, Genji. Like a river that can't find the sea. That would be me without you, my Genji. Obrigado. Thank you.
Well, Well, that concludes our first half. So if you'd like to have some more ziti and there are desserts over there, please feel free and we'll come back together in 15 minutes. 15 minutes. It'll be even better.
Put your money in here.
This is my deaf side.
The chopped liver rhythms have invaded here from Manassas. We ran 100 people off the road. So happy to see you. We have a great gig with Chevrolet. You know that that's what car she played in. Now I have to get you an autograph. Well, that's chopped liver rhythm. Remember he accompanied you at the Athenaeum? He only just one song. We got here just as Joe was starting. So I'm not sure, did you do a one song? So we just do This is a fantastic combination. And you know, Joe came this song started by Sammy. Yeah, you need to be a little closer. I was. If it sounds too loud, you it's right. You know, but it's what do you think? Jim, talking
So glad to see you in person. I was pretty sure you were in Avatar for a while because you play so well. What a pleasure, my friend. That is really good. Yeah, no, this is the first for me. Yeah, and my shoulder is taller on TV. You're in Maryland? That is exciting. That's awesome. I moved like 8 minutes away, so this is although I find that it takes 10, that's why I'm 3 minutes. Oh, you're good? Right. I'm so sorry. I don't know what to ask you. I mean, and the sea channel, and every all the 4 channels, it sounds like such a good Baccarat. Bert Baccarat is a great job. And I mean that in a compliment way, not nasty. Yeah, I heard that before online. Thank you. It sounds great. I was literally thinking about that when she talked about
Chopped liver rhythm section. We're ready. We're at your darkness. Oh no, what happened?
was like, I don't hear before. I had to ask the sound engineer. Anytime I put my iPhone in my pocket, the flip pedal doesn't work. Because it's a millimeter faster. So I've been doing a lot of research. I've looked at Fender, I've looked at Ross, I've looked at people like DSP, and I landed on the Line 6 Mark. So it's coming in there. Maybe that one. I don't have the monitor. I just have two pedals that work. And I want you to kind of on YouTube in the moment for it to work. And I also look at the video to go in, because that, I have that. And all these volumes are back. And also, I can't get the acoustic synchronization. And without the point that it's not acoustic anymore, at the same level, there's not going to be a recognition about it. Like on the other side, with an overdrive, and it's still not. It doesn't matter because I can't switch the keys. No, it's only if you do it fast. And then also when you're using the sequence, it just goes thing freezes up right into the back. So it's definitely it's practicing based on live shows. Not a live show. Yeah, we have. Yeah, it's so frustrating. So yeah, I've got one more thing to try, and I also may just buy a better pedal than that, and not change the sound. I've been trying to like the Hotel California, I've been trying to get like a couple of sound, like just literally put them there just to get closer. And if this last thing is not going to sell, I'll probably go back to that Jordan first pedal. Maybe build more or something. Yeah. One thing I wanted to ask you, I'm so sorry I'm talking about this. In line 3, in my case, for unbalanced, is it possible that the unbalanced hands is lying on that is not going to input a lot higher? Could we switch to that okay, that might be one way that you not have to get an attenuator. So I don't have the other Wednesday anyway. So, okay. Yeah, I'm just wondering because it may think that microphones are really just supposed to get it. Cool. I don't know if I can take it because I've been thinking what else I could do because Fender is too loud. I need an amp. I need a play-through amp of these amps I play with this because I don't trust anybody else that's on them. Talking to yesterday, discussing like I literally the whole stage was shaking trying to get into the basement. It was so loud I lost it. I started singing. I couldn't shout over, what's nice is that I got them on the plane. And I can say, you're good. So it's nice and I can get them wrong. I'm really excited about getting the right thing, like the right answer, so I'm not without being so loud.
Oh, thanks. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Al.
have a sip of water. Take your seats, please. Thank you guys for returning. This is our second half, and I need to stand for this song, and I need some audience participation as well. Okay, thank you. You don't even know what it is yet, and you're agreeable. You do need a sense of rhythm. It's a little bit. That might take out a few of you, but yeah, yes, this is a good Ron Goad song. But I included this song because a subset of my originals have themes reflecting my faith, and this one requires, like I said, a little audience participation. So this is representative of those kinds of songs. It's more upbeat than some of the others, so that's why I picked it. So here's what you have to do. Stomp, clap, stomp, stomp, clap. Stomp, clap, stomp, stomp, clap. Not stomp, clap, right. Same thing. So, exactly. So can you do that? And don't forget, it's not like stomp, clap, stomp, clap. Don't forget, it's 2 stomps. Ooh, I forgot, because it's going to really mess me up. Okay. So stomp, clap, stomp, stomp, clap, stomp, clap. Keep it going. Keep it going. Palms up, Lord, here I stand, ready for your healing hand. Just a little touch could do so much to right my soul. Come and whisper in my ear, tell me what I need to hear. Prepare my heart to learn something new. Thank you. And gather strength as I bend toward you. I've had days I couldn't think, lost and lonely on the brink of a darkness, try to swallow me up like a big black hole. Nothing seems to rearrange, and being happy feels too strange, till the joy comes creeping in. Ding! Palms up, Lord, here I stand, ready for your healing hand. Just a little touch could do so much to right my soul. Come and whisper in my ear, tell me what I need to hear. Prepare my heart to learn something new, and grow in love as I bend toward you. Go before me to show the way, follow close, don't let me stray. Walk beside me like a friend. Watch over me from above, fill me with your endless love. Use me any way you can. I don't know what it all means, but I want to live in the mystery. Jump into the living water, running through it all. I don't know what it all means, but I want to live in the mystery. The sweet, glorious mystery of God. Here we go. Palms up, Lord, here I stand, ready for your healing hand. Just a little touch could do so much to right my soul. Come and whisper in my ear, tell me what I need to hear. Prepare my heart to learn something new, grow in grace as I bend toward you. Help me grow in grace as I bend toward you. Thank you. You guys did great. This is a musical group. Good job. You got rhythm. here's a joke. I got rhythm, I got rhythm, I got rhythm. Who could ask for anything more?
Okay, this is a song about it's about loss. Young girl, full of smiles, full of hopes and dreams. Young boy, you don't know how much this means to her. Walking through hand in hand these awkward moments, these painful lessons. 1,000 miles away, and I still hear your voice so clearly. All I wanna say is I'm sorry for the things I've said and done. You may not believe, even after all these years, I miss you dearly. All I wanna know is where you've gone. 'Cause you've been gone so long. Seems a normal day, but no one knows. She cuts her hair straight to the skin. Wears a smile, see how it shows. She puts her faith in God. She walks these days uneven. She holds her head up high, hides her troubles from her friends, while she's looking at the sky. 1,000 miles away, and I still hear your voice so clearly. And all I wanna say is I'm sorry for the things I've said and done. You may not believe, even after all these years, I miss you dearly. All I wanna know is where you've gone. 'Cause you've been gone so long.
You hadn't said we could do jokes.
You can do jokes.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Philip Glass.
Philip Glass,
I think I get it.
the composer?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, wow.
That's like esoteric.
I guess,
knock,
I guess it's
knock.
a pretty obscure knock-knock joke.
I'm used to like orange who.
It's actually a huge pleasure and a relief to be here. Day after tomorrow, I'm presenting to a room full of 200 homicide detectives on the topic of the mind of the teen murderer. It's not my title. So for the last week, I've been dividing my time between my guitar and PowerPoint slides of crime scenes.
Ah.
This is not one of them.
I hope not. So this is another original song that I just recently completed, and the genesis for it was sometime this summer. I forget which group of females I was talking to, either my adult daughter and my wife, or my female bandmate Kelly. Hi, Kelly. And my wife. I forget who. Anyway, they were talking about mansplaining, and I found myself actually saying, "That's not what mansplaining is. Let me tell you what mansplaining is."
That's a good one.
So this.
So true.
I'm surrounded in my life by generous women and patient women. This is a song called "Your Pretty Little Head."
Maybe a crime scene before you.
You said you understand things that confound me, 'cause as a man you know just how the world goes round. I listened patiently while you went on and on, but I was young, I'm not so patient now. I'm sure I couldn't manage things without you. I'd probably load the dishwasher all wrong. If you weren't here to tell me how to do things right, I'd figure out a way to get along. I won't tell you no lies, the moon ain't really blue. I taught you all about the things you never learned in school. Now I'd like to take you home, put this all to bed. Don't you worry your pretty little head. Whenever you're on the road, you feel uneasy. Whenever I go to work, you fret and stew. If I had a nickel for each time you checked my phone, I'd be so doggone rich, I don't know what I'd do. You worry that I'm gonna be unfaithful. You get all worked up, you sulk and you shout. Do you really think I've got the time for things like that? Between two jobs, this house, and sorting your nonsense out. I won't tell you no lies, the moon ain't really blue. Taught you all about the things you never learned in school. Now I'd like to take you home, put this all to bed. Don't you worry your pretty little head. Whenever I let you down, you get real ornery. But it's my own damn fault each time you do me wrong. You lock me out whenever I try to speak my mind. Start to drink and leave me on my own. I thought with time you'd learn how you should treat me. I'd hoped you'd sort it out on your own. The better angels of your nature must have passed you by. All that's left to do is reap what you have sown. I won't tell you no lies, the moon ain't really blue. Taught you all about the things you never learned in school. Now I'd like to take you home, put this all to bed. Don't you worry your pretty little head. Don't you worry your pretty little head.
You'll do just fine, darling.
Thank you. I'm going to attempt a song. Oh, okay, this song is based on a serious poem that my brother wrote about the heart, let's say the will and the heart working together. The heart and the will having to will together in order to overcome the dross of life, as it's called. It's kind of... Stand, stand, my heart, and my will stands with you. From now onwards, never apart, through mind and body that yet do. Imprisoned in illusion and desire, keep us bound in this dross life. Imprisoned in illusion and desire, keep us bound in this dross life. Hewing to searching for the true, freed in questioning and disinterest, makes us one, both me and you, or our lives will live lost far from best. Like cold clay uncentered by empyrean fire, in the darkness of godless strife. Cold clay uncentered by empyrean fire, in the darkness of godless strife. Stand, stand, my heart, and my will stands with you.
Everybody else up there start with an octave lead. I dare you.
Yeah. Well, sometimes I hit the wrong note when I'm starting, which is really weird. Like I'm thinking, I wrote something and I don't know how it's, I never get the right note.
I won't be hitting those kind of notes. I just want to say right up front. In fact, you're going to get whiplash from like this transition here. How many people remember the book Horton Hatches an Egg? Oh, I'm so glad. So let me just recite a little for background purposes for this song because it's relevant. So here we go. Sighed Maisie, a lazy bird hatching an egg. I'm tired and I'm bored and I've kinks in my legs. From just sitting here day after day. It's work, how I hate it. I'd much rather play. I'd take a vacation, fly off for a rest. If I could find someone to stay on my nest. If I could find someone, I'd fly away free. Then Horton the elephant passed by her tree. This is for my dad, who died way too young, and I miss him every day. You'd pace in the driveway when our mother was out, scanning her path home like a dutiful scout. You wrote us all rhymes on Valentine's Day, and you sat in the stands at all of our games, 'cause you meant what you said and you said what you meant. And you gave us yourself 100%. A big heart full of love, a spirit light as a bird's. And you'd never back down when you'd given your word. You'd read us those stories. Dr. Seuss was your fave. I'll never forget Horton hatching that egg. He quietly did what he said he would do. In that way, he reminds me of you. 'Cause Horton said yes when he could have said no. And he sat on that nest through the rain and the snow. A kind, caring soul who was gentle and true. In that way, he reminds me of you. That I know how hard it was for you then, when your heart was too weak and your spirit too thin. There's a breeze coming round, but I don't know where to start. How can I fly with this weight on my heart? 'Cause you meant what you said, and you said what you meant, and you gave us your love 100%. But you left way too soon without any words. Now we're flapping around like elephant birds.
Thank you.
So yeah, I thought we were only doing 4 songs. So there's 2 more. All right. So I'll play some covers. This is officially the first. This is the most songs I've ever played in front of anybody. So this is what I'm working on.
Yeah, we're glad to hear.
Do more of it.
All right. So this is what I've been working on. I don't know if I know it really bad, but we'll see.
Yeah, well, John Henry was a little baby boy, no bigger than the palm of your hand. John Henry's mama looked down at him and said, Johnny gonna be still driving man, oh, Johnny gonna be still driving man. Yeah, well, the man who invented that old steam drill, he piloted mighty fine. John Henry drove it down 15 feet. Well, the steam drill only made it 9. Lord, Lord, steam drill only made it 9. Yeah, well, John Henry's captain, he sat out on a rock, said, boys, this tunnel's caving in. John Henry smiled at his captain and said, boss, that's just my hammer sucking wind. Boss, that's just my hammer sucking wind. Yeah, well, John Henry had a little woman. Her name was Polly Ann. John got sick, Lord, he had to go to bed. Polly drove that steel like a man. Polly drove that steel like a man. mountainside. Bones got on fire. Last poor words that old John Henry said. Give me a cold drink of water before I die, Lord, Lord. Cold drink of water before I die. Yeah, they took John Henry to the graveyard. They put him 6 feet under the sand. Every time that old train goes rolling by, they say yonder lies that steel driving man, Lord, Lord. Yonder lies that steel driving man.
Yeah.
We're so sloppy.
My fingers hurt just watching.
Me too.
I just got a notification from the BBC of all places. We lost Chris Christopherson this evening.
Yesterday, Maui.
Sad.
88 years old.
Billy Nelson is still with us. Thanks a lot.
Well, he moved a lot of us. This is an original song that I finished week before last. It's called The Approaching Solstice. September evening sky had changed. Light and shadow rearranged. Passing glance at you, framed in deeper hues. Last sunlight on your face. Side of you I've rarely seen. As twilight gathers golden green, your warm but cautious touch, I've yearned for you in such familiar ways. The folds of our blanket on the floor. Morning sunlight streaming through our open door. Your silent breathing, your rise and fall, hair floating on your pillow, shadows on the wall. Your topography, its silent beck and call. I see it all. Mournful autumn's weary sigh. Stragglers beating across the sky. Bare scaffolds lean and sway. Come the close of day. Last light lingers on. Moonlight jewels on the snow. Billowed castles drifting slow. Beneath our banking fire, embers of desire spilling through our open door. Your silent breathing, your rise and fall, hair floating on your pillow, shadows on the wall. Your topography, it's silent back and call. I see it all.
Interesting chords. A lot of chords.
That wasn't at all autobiographical, but
I'm going to do, I was requested to do a tango, because my mother's from Uruguay, I was born in Brazil, so I grew up with all this kind of music. So this is a very famous tango. Carlos Gardel was the very famous tango singer of the 1920s, basically in Buenos Aires. And Por una cabeza, by a horse's head, he's comparing his horse racing addiction to his, I guess, addiction to love and how he lost his love by a horse's head. But he's still addicted to gambling on horses and keeps saying he's going to stop, but then can't stop. And that's how life is. Anyway. Por una cabeza de un noble potrillo que justo en la raya afloja al llegar y que al regresar parece decir: no olvides, hermano, vos sabes, no hay que jugar. Por una cabeza me tejón de un día de aquella coqueta risueña mujer que al jugar sonriendo del amor que está mintiendo quema en una hoguera todo mi querer. Por una cabeza todas las locuras, su boca que besa borra la tristeza, calma la amargura. Por una cabeza y ella me olvida. ¿Qué importa perderme 1000 veces la vida? ¿Para qué vivir? Tantos desengaños por una cabeza. Yo juré 1000 veces, no vuelvo a insistir. Pero si un mirar me hiera al pasar, sus labios de fuego otra vez quiero besar. Se acabó la timba, basta de carreras, un final reñido yo no vuelvo a ver. Pero si algún pingo se hace fija este domingo, yo me juego entero, ¿qué le voy a hacer? Por una cabeza todas las locuras, su boca que besa borra la tristeza, calma la amargura. Por una cabeza y ella me olvida. ¿Qué importa perderme 1000 veces la vida? ¿Para qué vivir? Well, it is actually, the lyrics are a little bit funny and a little bit sad, kind of like that combination. So, yeah.
Do you speak several languages? Am I right about that?
Well, I speak Spanish. I grew up with Spanish and English, and I speak some French.
Yeah.
And I fake Portuguese when I sing it. So, oh, everyone's faking. Yeah.
Okay, I'm reeling about Chris Christopherson. He was that was a mighty oak in my life for sure, and in the music industry for sure. My dad, who was always ahead of his time with music, and he played. He was an amazing guitar player, but he loved Chris Christopherson. We used to listen to his albums, every single one of them, over and over and over, and I would sing along, and I got some of the words wrong. Like, but then I got some of them right, and my dad said, "You don't know what that means, do you?" And it was this one: getting high, getting by, and strange, gonna get some strange. Oh, apparently you don't know what it means either. But I would be singing at the top of my lungs, and my dad was like, "I don't think you should sing that so well." But one time I met Chris Christopherson under a street lamp in Georgetown. He was kind of coming back musically, and he and Rita Coolidge had just divorced, and everyone was holding up their LPs. Tells you how long that was. For him to sign with a picture of him and Rita on the cover, and knowing the story that they were no longer together, I'm like, I'm not going to be so banal as to hold up an album that they're not even together anymore. So he goes, "Well, what can I sign for you?" And it was just me and him. I said, "Nothing. I just wanted to meet you." I had such a crush on him. So this song, I challenged myself to describe dysfunctional relationships using nursery rhyme references. Oh, it just so happens, because of my dad again, that I know a lot of nursery rhymes. More than you guys, I'm sure. So if you don't understand a reference, ask me afterwards, I'll let you know. It's called Peter, Peter. Peter, Peter, pumpkin eater, he had a wife who was a cheater, so he put her in a pumpkin shell. She couldn't breathe, but what the hell? At least she couldn't cheat. Now he lets her out for therapy once a week. Sing with me, Ron. And it's, hey, diddle, diddle, let's have a ball. Rocking and reeling up on the wall. Big fat eggs trying not to fall. 'Cause man, it's a long way down. And it's hard to bring it back around. My old man, Wee Willie, runs through the town. He never gets dressed till the sun goes down. Then he calls me up at 1:30 dawn. One shoe off and one shoe on, unsteady on the brink. Crying, where, oh, where can I find a drink? And it's, hey, diddle, diddle, let's have a ball. Rocking and reeling up on the wall. Big fat eggs trying not to fall. 'Cause man, it's a long way down. And it's hard to bring it back around. So Jack, be nimble, Jill, be smart. Know where you're going before you start. Don't you tumble down and break your heart. You can't get it back together when it's torn apart. Mary, Mary, quite contrary, was so afraid she'd never marry. Then she met up with a simple man. He stole her heart and away he ran. Then he stole her money too. She got so much debt she don't know what to do. And it's, hey, diddle, diddle, let's have a ball. Rocking and reeling up on the wall. Big fat eggs trying not to fall. 'Cause man, it's a long way down. And it's hard to bring it back around. This is my redemption verse. Little Miss Muffet sat on her tuffet. She was singing a song by Jimmy Buffett. And little boy Blue stood at the gate. He brought his horn, but he came too late. The cows had all gone home. Now she sips her wine and gives her dog a bone. And it's, hey, diddle, diddle, let's have a ball. rocking and reeling up on the wall. Big fat aches trying not to fall, 'cause man, it's a long way down, and it's hard to bring it back around. Yeah, it's hard to bring it back around. It's hard to bring it back around. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you all.
This is a cover. This is a Leo Cocky cover.
We're going to skip over Bill and go to Izza and end on Bill.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
I'm sorry, I should have.
So the song I'm going to do now is, it's again based on lyrics I got from my brother, who has this exciting life and has all sorts of things going on in his life. Anyway, but this is also speaking of gambling. Well, it's kind of like comparing love to a game of cards. It'll be obvious. It's in English. Just when I think it's over, we were never meant to be. There's a flickering in your eyes saying, come and dance with me.
wild again, or is this a fantasy? Feel my heart in one more time. Worlds can turn round on a dime, though we may never be two of a kind. Only you can set me free from doing zigzags dizzily. You got me running through your house of cards. It's falling fast and I'm falling hard. Deal my heart in one more day. Let the chips of love fall where they may. The Queen of Hearts is gambling with the shiftless diamond knave. While I take my chances, I got 4 straight and an ace. That's my Valentine today, 'cause if you play to live, you gotta live to play. Feel my heart in one more time. Worlds can turn round on a dime, though we may never be two of a kind. Only you can set me free from doing zigzags dizzily. You got me running through your house of cards. It's falling fast and I'm falling hard. Deal my heart in one more day. Let the chips of love fall where they may. Deal my heart in one more time. A stack of dreams is on the line, though we may never be two of a kind. Only you can set me free. So it's happening for you and me. You got me running through your house of cards. It's falling fast and I'm falling hard. Feel my heart in one more day. Let the chips of love fall where they may. Deal my heart in another day. Let the chips of love fall where they may. Thank you.
I tell you,
Oh.
this isn't an original song.
Oh.
I first heard this song performed by Steve Goodman in 1976 at a bar in South Bend. First time I heard it, and it made me cry. And being a callow, feckless youth, I didn't know why it made me cry. And then I never heard it again until this summer when I took a class with John Gorka at Swananoa, and he played it. And I cried again, and I knew why. A lot of you may know this song. Feel free to sing along on the chorus, okay? Thank you.
The Dutchman's not the kind of man keeps his thumb jammed in the dam that holds his dreams in. That's a secret only Margaret knows.
Amsterdam is golden in the morning. Margaret brings him breakfast. She believes him. He thinks the tulips bloom beneath the snow. He's mad as he can be, but Margaret only sees that sometimes she sees her unborn children in his eyes. Let us go to the banks of the ocean, where the walls rise above the Zuyder Zee. Long ago, I used to be a young man. Now, dear Margaret remembers that for me. The Dutchman still wears wooden shoes, his cap and coat are patched with the love that Margaret sewed there. Sometimes he thinks he's still in Rotterdam. He watches tugboats down canals, calls out to them when he thinks he knows the captain. Till Margaret comes to take him home again, through unforgiving streets that trip him, even though she holds his arms. Sometimes he thinks he's alone and calls her name. Let us go to the banks of the ocean, where the walls rise above the Zuyder Zee. Long ago, I used to be a young man. Now, dear Margaret remembers that for me. The windmills whirl the winter in. She winds his muffler tighter as they sit in the kitchen. Some tea with whiskey keeps away the dew. He sees her for a moment, calls her name out while she makes the bed up, singing some old love song. A song Margaret learned when it was very new. He hums a line or two. They sing together in the dark. Dutchman falls asleep. Margaret blows the candle out. Let us go to the banks of the ocean, where the walls rise above the Zuyder Zee. Long ago, I used to be a young man. Now, dear Margaret remembers that for me. Let us go to the banks of the ocean, where the walls rise above the Zuyder Zee. Long ago, I used to be a young man. Now, dear Margaret remembers that for me. Now, dear Margaret remembers that for me.
Well, that is all for tonight. But before we leave, I want to end with our traditional closer. Traditional being that we did it one other time, but I'm expecting to do it in the future. Okay? So if you know it, sing along. What Al has an announcement. Sure. Oh, absolutely.
Sorry, Jen. But I just realized I'd be remiss in not saying, if I didn't say this, this is sponsored by the Folk Club of Reston Herndon. And I am the president of the Folk Club. That's still taking me some getting used to. And Jen is our treasurer. And we've got several board members here. We got Ron Goad and Connie. And anybody else on the board? Okay, and we got a lot of Folk Club members. Raise your hands. But for those of you that aren't in the Folk Club, we meet every Tuesday night at the M4s. And if you like what you hear here, come join us on a Tuesday night for more. We have such a bank of talented musicians that come and play and are part of our community. And it's a rich and diverse community, both young and old. We're trying to get more young. Avery, I'm glad to see you here. Joe, we're glad that you're part of us now. We want to recruit more young people and keep this going. We've been going for 39 years. And so we're coming up on our 40th anniversary, and we certainly want to keep it going. So again, Folk Club Tuesday nights and for us. Thank you.
Thank you, Alvin.
And I need to make that announcement every time because that is why we're here. And everyone on this stage is a member of the Reston Herndon. That's a requirement to be here. But it is the most gracious, warm audience, just like you all, at the Folk Club every Tuesday. So please come out and join us. So now this is our traditional closer. And you can go, even if you don't know the words, okay? I'd like to linger a little longer, a little longer with you. It's such a perfect night, it doesn't seem quite right that this should be my last with you. And as the months go by, I'll think of you and sigh. It was good night and not goodbye. All right, good job. Okay. Thank you all so much. Isabella Perlman, Bill Stayskull, Joe Kane. Thank you, Jennifer. And thank you to Al Hobson again and his wife, Marcia. Thank you guys for coming.
Return to your home. Adela, great to hear you. Really enjoyed it.